could go back in time, not to fix everything, not to avoid the heartbreak, not even to warn myself, just to hold her, the younger me, tight. To tell her she didn't ruin everything. She didn't ruin anything. That she wasn't too sensitive, too slow. She wasn't too much. She wasn't not enough. I'd sit with her in silence, in her shame, in her struggle. And I'd whisper, "You're not broken. You're becoming." Let me ask you something. What would you say to the version of yourself who was doing their best just to survive? The one who smiled to keep the peace. The one who stayed when they should have left. They should have just walked away a long time ago. The one who begged God to see them even when they couldn't see themselves. That's who I'm talking to today. And maybe that's who you still are, quietly, underneath the strength. So today's not a quick fix, y'all. It's not advice. It's a conversation. You know, it's a sacred conversation. It's between the healed version and the healing version of us both. So let's take a deep breath together. Inhale and exhale. Now let's talk. Hi, family. This one's from the soul, guys. If you've been holding something in for a long time, or feeling like everyone else sees your strength, but no one sees your pain, you're not alone here, guys. This channel isn't about pretending. It's about becoming. It's about giving grace to the version of yourself that got you through the worst days of your life. So get comfortable. Let this video be a safe space to feel, to breathe, and maybe, finally, to begin again. To the younger me, I wish I could take the weight off your shoulders. All that pressure to be okay for everyone else. But let me say this. You were never meant to carry it all. For example, there were nights I couldn't sleep because I was trying to figure out how to keep everything together. Work, family, my emotions. I kept showing up with a brave face, but inside I was crumbling. I faced realization, y'all. Healing began when I stopped asking myself, how can I keep going? And I started asking myself, Who can I lean on? Tell me in the comments, guys, what's one thing you've been carrying for a long time that you've already put down? What you've been carrying? Even typing it or writing it, write it out in a form of release. I'll respond to as many comments as I can. Put it in the comment section. Guys, forgiveness isn't saying it didn't hurt. To the younger me, I forgive you for not knowing better. I forgive you for trying to love people who didn't love you back. I forgive you for shrinking to fit into places that never deserved you. But more importantly, I forgive them. Not because they were right, but because my peace matters more than my pain. Let me tell you a story. There was someone I loved deeply who betrayed me when I needed them the most. I carried that betrayal like a badge. But I realized one day I was giving them the power. Every time I replayed that moment. So I sat down. I wrote a letter. I never sent it. I poured out every emotion. And then I tore up the letter. Then I let it go. It wasn't them. It was me. It was for me. It wasn't for them. It was for me. Have you ever wrote a letter just to get it all out of your system? Let me know in the comment section if you've ever written a letter and then tore it up just because you needed to have a release. You couldn't give it where it needed to go, so you had your own way of giving it a release and not sending it. Your healing won't look like theirs. Younger me, I know you watched how they healed, how fast it seemed, how loud it was, how perfect they seemed. But let me remind you, there is no way to heal. I'll say that different. I missed one word. There is no one way to heal. Some heal in church, some heal in therapy, some heal in silence, some heal in movement, and some by making their own bed and drinking a full glass of water. There was a day I celebrated just getting out of bed and brushing my hair, guys. That was healing. There was a week where I didn't cry at all. That was healing. What does healing look like for you today? I want you to drop a word like messy, quiet, maybe a word like peaceful, trying. There's no wrong answer here, guys. You watching this means you're already healing, guys. Let me say this. If you're watching this, that means you haven't given up. You're doing the inner work. You're facing what others avoid. And that alone makes you powerful. Maybe nobody told you this today, but you are not behind. You are not too late. You're not broken. You're in process. I want you to drop this in the comments. Say, I'm still becoming. Let's build a thread of people who are choosing to heal out loud. To my younger self, you are not what happened to you. You are what you choose to become. I tell her, you're going to love again. You're going to laugh again. And you're going to look back one day, not in shame, but in awe. And you, watching this, healing is hard, but hiding is harder. So come out into the light and walk with us, me and my younger self, one breath at a time. If this touched your heart, like the video, subscribe for more content like this, and share this, share this video with someone still on their healing path. Your support keeps this message moving, guys. Until next time, you guys take care.